performance of the National. Thank you for tuning into this Sunday afternoon 2K Sports edition of the NBA. In this game, we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers going up against the Atlanta Hawks at State Farm Arena. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Greg Anthony and Brent Barrett. And from the sideline, David Aldridge. D.A., take it away.
Kevin, great to hear from you. And Anthony Davis often is in the conversation for Defensive Player of the Year and even MVP, but don't expect him to indulge in that talk. He said, if I play to my potential, then those just happen. But winning another title, anchoring our defense, staying healthy, those are the types of goals I set for myself. Kevin?
You always have priorities very straight with you, David. Thank you. Looking now at some numbers for LeBron James.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. The two megastars are the big men, LeBron and Davis. Russell Westbrook out there with Avery Bradley, and it's Ariza in at the small forward position. And for Atlanta, Collins and Capella make up the inside pair. And the wings, Herter and Hunter. And it's Young in at the 1 spot. And Greg, the outcome tonight could come down to the big men up. And it's the Hawks to start out. There's the pass to Hunter. It's blocked. Davis against Capella. Here's James, and the dunk by LeBron.
Now the big man, the brow, finding a teammate and does a great job of seeing somebody that's uncovered.
Passes it to Young. Now Capella. Pass to Hunter. Over Ariza. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
Yeah, that's a shoot-around shot as Hunter had plenty of space to knock it down.
James outside. To the middle. Ariza no luck. And Collins has got the ball here for the Atlanta Hawks. The kick out to Young. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Bradley against Hunter. Pass to Herter. 5 to shoot. Takes the 13-footer. They get it back, and it's put back up and in by Capella.
And that's Capella getting rewarded for his effort on the glass. Love when that kind of hustle pays off.
Here's LeBron. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Hawks have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. It's stolen by Bradley. LeBron against Capella. James kicks to Davis. Back to LeBron. It's stolen by Capella. Young taking his time here. Floats one up. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
So tricky there with the floater, and a nice touch from Trae Young.
Collins against LeBron. Down low. Here's Ariza. And it's slammed in by Ariza.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Capella finds Young. Going inside. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Such a precise player. When Young notices those kind of openings, he definitely is looking to attack.
In his first game after starting in the 2020 All-Star game, Trae Young had an incredible night, dropping 50 points against the Miami Heat.
And Young became the 4th youngest NBA player to get to 50. Only Devin Booker, LeBron, and Brandon Jennings got to 50 in a game at a younger age. Perhaps the most impressive part of Trey's performance, he did it against Coach Eric Spoelstra's Miami Heat, one of the top defensive teams in the league.
How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
Here's Herter, guarded by Bradley, driving to the basket.
Like the way LeBron uses his body sometimes on the defensive end, is not afraid to get a little bit physical, especially after all that bumping he takes on the offensive end.
Oh, fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly. And Atlanta has possession after the basket by Los Angeles. Herter passes to Young. Now here's Capella. Inside. And finished off by Collins.
Way too easy for Collins. With ideal positioning, he's a real problem.
The drive by James. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Now, here is Young. Coming in off a 21-point game his last outing.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Capella.
Lakers ball.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
Atlanta ball.
And so Young will bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
I like their aggressiveness in that one. No one's going to give you anything. You've got to go out and take it.
And going back and watching that game, there was not one spot on the floor that they did not own. Yeah, when Collins gets up there like that, look out.
LeBron against Collins. James in the post. No good on the shot. So Atlanta will take it the other way. On the pass to Hunter. It's hauled in by LeBron.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Nice. 4 for 7 from the floor with that shot.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Here's Young, averaging around 27.5 points a game, one of the best in the league. Over Davis, and Davis sends it back. Floats it up for James. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Yeah, LeBron on the alley-oop. Great getting loose on the backside, and what a pass.
So it's Atlanta now, trailing by 2. Here's Young. And Davis pulls it down for Los Angeles. They've gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. LeBron James on the wing, defended by Young. Count that one. And 12 points for LeBron.
You got to do better than that, or at least try. LeBron James, just too strong, and a little contact is not going to go a long way.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks. And Greg, at this point in the year, if your system overall doesn't seem to be working, how much can you really change before the offseason?
Well, usually a system change would come with a coaching change, but sometimes it's not the system. And sometimes you just need a different voice. And keep in mind, you also have to evaluate that roster and find out if the players on that roster are a good match for the system. And one of the bigger names in free agency, John Collins, ends up re-signing with Atlanta. Didn't see too much of a bigger market for him during the process. And he fits in so well with the future of this team.
And he makes the first.
It's exciting to think about how much more John Collins might grow as a player. His shooting is obviously strong, but he's always working towards reaching that next level as a player.
And the Lakers making a change here. Monk's checked in. Greg, when you think about areas where John Collins is sharpening his game, the defensive end of the floor jumps to mind.
Yeah, and Kevin, that defense is something he's working on, and he's already made big strides. I know he's ready to put in the work to reach his ultimate potential.
The Hawks have gone 6 of 14 shooting the ball since the start of the game. Passes to Bogdanovich. His three-pointers off the mark.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide-open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
What a determined move by LeBron, getting to his finish even with the defender right on him.
Here's Bogdanovich following the basket by LeBron James. Here's Young, and once again off the mark by Atlanta.
This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit.
Here's James. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Power personified right there in number 23, LeBron James. Wow.
Let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Lakers.
We've seen a lot of their points coming off penetration in the first half.
And you also have to give them some credit for the ball movement today. Their assist numbers a little bit above average. That's impressive.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Okongwu's checked in for Capella. Gallinari comes in for John Collins. Lou Williams is checked in for DeAndre Hunter. And it's Wright in for Trae Young. It's good. Nice touch there from Okongwu.
That kind of power move has become a trademark of his.
Floats it up for James.
He doesn't look satisfied with the lead right now. He wants more, and he looks like he's going to get it.
The Hawks trail by 7. Wright with it. He kicks it to Bogdanovich. Gallinari wide open. That ball. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich.
Perimeter jumper from Gallo, always a strong suit, continues to get better.
To the inside. Davis. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. And the Lakers lead by 6.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Here's Wright out to Gallinari. Launches a 3. Good on the three-point shot. Gallinari's got 6.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Gallinari against James. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
I don't think anybody guards LeBron without fouling him. It's a matter of him convincing the referees it's enough contact.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
76% at the stripe for him thus far this season.
And the Lakers making a change here. Reeves is checked in. Both free throws good from James.
We watch LeBron and we marvel at him, but how hard that LeBron James works at his craft and continues to push the bar for himself physically is one of the things that you have to appreciate the most.
Atlanta calls timeout. You look at James, what a contribution.
And they simply have no answer right now for what he's doing to them. He is making them pay.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring hit from him.
Well, Bogdanovich is a shooter, and he's got good feel from the mid-range.
Los Angeles leading by 3. Right side Davis. And here is Monk. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Feeds it to LeBron. Atlanta with the rebound.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
And right, here we go. And Davis sends it back.
Phenomenal defense by Anthony Davis to spike that shot back. He'd make a heck of a volleyball player.
outside Bogdanovich. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. LeBron passes to Reeves, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Well, how about LeBron reading the defense, waiting and being patient there until the gap opened up to deliver.
Williams with the ball. He's picked up by LeBron. Pass to Gallinari. Over Monk. That's good from Gallinari on the assist from Bogdanovich. And it's 8 points for Gallinari.
Just the height separation on that mid-range jumper. Excellent job of taking advantage.
Monk gets to Ariza. For three. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Right, the pass to Gallinari. Bogdanovich up top. Ariza covering. Bogdanovich against Ariza. And the rejection by LeBron. Here's the break. Loads it up for Davis. And Davis throws it down.
Great work by the team there to find AD. They make eye contact, and the rest of that is history.
And it's Wright with the ball for the Atlanta Hawks. 8-point game. The Lakers beat them last time when these two teams met in Los Angeles.
And that was a game to forget. You'd like to find some teachable moments, but I think they'd like to just turn the page and move forward.
Yeah, and quick, like as quick as possible. That was a dismal showing, especially for them at the offensive end.
Wright dishes to Bogdanovich. High, arcing shot. Monk grabs the board.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
James, the pass to Ariza. Over Bogdanovich. Fires the three. Reeves can't hit.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Sinks the triple. Gallinari's got 13.
Not only is Gallo on a roll, but now he's getting clean looks.
Now, here's Monk. He's guarded by Williams. Floats it up for James. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. A wide open look here for Wright. The three-pointer, no good. And he lobs it up toward the rim.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. And no good. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Los Angeles. Then it's Okongwu. Then it's Williams. And it's Wright in at the 1. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hawks. Monk trying to break loose. And Davis throws it down.
That's just an outstanding pick and roll there to get Davis diving to the rim. Once he gets the pass, the shot was as simple as it gets.
Hawks shooting reasonably well, 45%. And right, here we go. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
Yeah, you can see the defense broke down there, allowing him to get all the way to the hoop.
To the paint, here's Davis. And it's Davis with the jam.
Yeah, I don't know how you defend LeBron in the screen and roll, because he can fire passes right through the defense and into any gap available.
stripped away. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Atlanta Hawks are back. Last season, they won the Southeast Division for the first time in 6 seasons. With quality players at every position, things are starting to gel. Trae Young said, "This feels good. We just have a lot of belief in each other." Guys, they are poised to be good for a long time.
Well, they've clearly made the turn, David. Thanks.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Gallinari with the steal. Now the dish to Wright. Williams looking over the floor. He can't get that one to fall. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Defeated by the Hornets in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
Well, let's hope there isn't any carryover from that letdown in this one.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Wright finds Williams. There's the drive, and he banks in the layup.
Well, you deserve that kind of treatment if you're going to get up with Lou Williams like that. Terrific at getting to the rack.
And Lou Williams, always a threat off the bench, has had the right mindset for playing 6-man really his whole career.
And as that career sort of is in the twilight, I don't think that mentality for Lou changes, where he wants to come in and impact the game, especially on the offensive end. And maybe he wins you 2 or 3 games during the regular season that takes you from a team that might not have home court to one that does. And maybe one of those magical nights happens in the postseason for Lou Williams.
Now, here's Bogdanovich after LeBron James's miss. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. And the Hawks making a change here. Herter's checked in. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Horton Tucker's checked in for Trevor Ariza. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Pass to LeBron. With the drive. Basket counts. James has got 29 in the game.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. And Greg, you had a lot of success playing in college and the NBA, but what was the most fun you ever had playing with a team?
That's a tough call, Kevin. I mean, winning tends to be the most fun, so I'd have to probably say my UNLV team, but we had some great teams with the Knicks, and don't forget about my Blazers. They were also a really competitive team.
And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. Collins comes in for Gallinari. DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. Young is subbed in for Lou Williams. Anthony, oh yes, the turnaround. And the Lakers lead by 17.
Yeah, a big part of this run here has been their ability to score from mid-range.
Here's Young. The shot that time, not on target. And the Lakers going the other way now.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And so the ball out of bounds. Howard touched it last. For Atlanta, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. The pass to Young. Now, here's Capella. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game.
Shifty guard Trae Young finds his ways into some of those cracks and crevices.
Now, here's Monk. Lobbed up there for Howard. Pass to Horton Tucker. Now Anthony, he's coming off a 19-point game against Charlotte. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Lakers leading by 15. Goes up the baseline. And again, the Lakers no good. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. The baseline J. Here's Collins, and finished off by Collins.
Yeah, the way you keep plays alive is with some effort, and John Collins giving it to you.
Here's Monk. It's Howard, top of the key. Back to Monk. Shoots over Capella. And there's Monk on the assist by Howard.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Herter passes to Collins. Young outside. Yep, it counts. Young's got 4 points this quarter.
Ridiculous handles there. How effective is he at creating opportunities?
Up top, Monk. Anthony left side. A fadeaway. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Anthony's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Herter, no good.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
And the dunk by Capella.
And this is the chemistry Capella has with his guys. Exceptional at feeling when to go for alley-oop.
Here's Horton Tucker. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Reeves the pass to Howard. Rebounded by the Hawks. Capella's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Driving the lane. The offensive rebound. Here's Young. Capella kicks to Young. The second effort. Unable to get that one. So the Lakers will take it the other way. Reeves the pass to Anthony. Lakers working the ball around now. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Hard for the defense to deal with the massive size of Howard. That kind of D does not affect a big guy like him in the slightest.
Now, here is Young. 8 points for him.
First team foul.
He dishes it to Capella. In the corner, it's Hunter. Young outside. Capella, high post. Hunter for 3.
Not much success from beyond the arc for him here. They should look to work it inside a little bit more and get some easy looks in the paint. And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Stanley Johnson. Russell Westbrook.
And Atlanta has possession. Down by 15. Here's Young. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Young's got 10 points.
Everyone expects him from long range. Nice to see him in the mid-range get something done.
John Collins. And that's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Lakers shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
Russell Westbrook. At the line for 2.
And he can't get the first one.
Westbrook, former MVP, a remarkable combo guard, and we know he does a little bit or a lot of everything.
He hits the second from the line. The Hawks trailed by 14. Young with the ball. 10 points for him. Hunter on the wing. Baseline try. Count that bucket.
Well, Hunter doing all he can right now to explore areas on the floor where he could score.
Here's Westbrook. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. He has 5.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
Now, here's Hunter. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. Here's Capella, lock at 6. Here's Herter over Monk. Herter, no good.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up. And so Young will bring it up for Atlanta. It's a 16-point game. Stolen by Westbrook. Kicks it to Monk. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Young with the steal. Lobbed up there for Collins. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Scoring is one thing, but Young's ability to set his teammates up, just as important.
And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. That one on Collins. Lakers shoot their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
And Monk is an interesting player, a combo guard with fantastic scoring potential, quick on both ends of the floor.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Okongwu's checked in for Capella. Bogdanovich comes in for Hutter. And it's Williams in for Kevin Huerter. Davis is checked in for the Lakers. James comes in for Horton Tucker. And Monk drops them both. Here's Young. He's got 10. This is to Bogdanovich. Outside Collins. And there's the call on James. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
Right, he's checked in for Trae Young. Johnson with it. Okongwu covering. Westbrook dishes to Johnson. LeBron against Wright. And Davis gets it to go on the assist by James. LeBron's got his 5th assist in this one. The Hawks trail by 18.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Wright, the pass to Collins. The 8-footer. And Davis pulls it down.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Atlanta's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Bogdanovich has got 5 now.
Great strides in honing in his shot, looking more and more comfortable on the offensive end is Bogdanovich.
LeBron James on the wing. Over Okongwu. That misses off the backboard. Atlanta's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Right down low, is guarded by Davis, and it's Wright missing.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
He's played a huge role in this game to this point, but it looks like he just wants more. He wants to make sure that this lead holds up.
Here's Williams, following the basket by LeBron James. Right against Westbrook. And James pulls it down. LeBron's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here he goes. And finished off by LeBron.
What a burst of speed. LeBron turning on the Jets, getting past the D, and the big hammer.
There's 37 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Right, the pass to Williams. Outside Collins. Pass to Bogdanovich. That's a bucket. His 3rd of the game. He shot the ball 7 times.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
Westbrook finds James. Stolen by Collins. Pass to Wright. Here's the floater. And Davis sends it back. They get it back. James looking around. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Lakers lead by 17. Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He ended up with 33 points, 6 rebounds, and 1 block. And last game, he could never really get going. Maybe that lit a fire under him tonight. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
What a brilliant, unselfish half of basketball they just played. Their ball movement was absolutely impeccable. All in all, just beautiful basketball to watch.
And Shaq, what'd you see from Atlanta?
They need to give more energy and effort on the boards. Rebounding has been the main issue for them. Probably is they're getting bullied, and I'm not sure that they have the players to change that.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. What can you say, LeBron James? What an impressive effort today.
Yeah, early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Oh, man, pouring it on.
Lakers leading by 17. Checking out the group for Frank Vogel to start the second half. They've got Anthony Davis. LeBron James is out there with Johnson. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Monk in at the 2. Here's Herter. Monk defending. Herter passes to Young. Westbrook with the nice D there. Here's Monk. Into the lane.
And Monk doesn't fool around when he's driving. He's got room to go up for the finish there, and he just lifts off with power.
And so Young will bring it up for Atlanta. The Hawks working the ball around. Capella kicks to Young. Over Westbrook. And taken away by Johnson. Now here's Monk, the fast break chance. And LeBron gets it to go with the assist by Monk. James has got 35 in the game.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Young passes to Herter. Outside Collins. Young outside. Shot clock at 5. Takes it inside. And the layup falls. Young's got 12 in the game.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play. All night they've asked him to shoulder the scoring load, and he is not disappointed.
Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Here's Herter. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Young against Davis. Capella. Great D that time from Westbrook. Lakers leading by 21. And LeBron throws it down.
All right, the coaches are going to ask you to stay in front of LeBron James, but seriously, you want to get in front of that?
And Atlanta has possession. And here's Young. 12 points for him. From 10 feet out, it's hauled in by Los Angeles. Davis has got 5 rebounds tonight. James outside. To the inside. And it's Davis finishing it off.
They have a good plan going right now, and they're starting to create separation.
The game plan might have been good, but you have to bring it together. Right now, their chemistry is something to be admired.
Here's Young after the basket by Los Angeles. That one doesn't go. Davis with some nice D.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
A nice shot by LeBron.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
Collins, good. That's 12 points for John Collins.
Pretty good body control from the big man as Collins stays focused on the rim.
Now here's LeBron, and he's got 41. And then Johnson with the jam.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
Well, with the confidence growing, that's one thing, but they seem to be getting more intense, and that's helping the quality of their play here.
Atlanta calls timeout.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
Gallinari, he's checked in for Collins. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Took him no time at all on that one. Young's got 4 points in the quarter.
That's Trae Young's role out there to score and score often.
Looking back at the 2017-18 season, Clint Capella, Brent, shot an eye-popping 65% from the field. That led the NBA.
Well, a third of his baskets were dunks during that season, so I would expect the percentage to actually, Kevin, be pretty high. And a lot of those were at the hands of James Harden at the time playing in Houston, who won the MVP that year. But he has the ability to roll and to finish. He has shown soft hands, and he plays defensively. So he's a great big you can put out to complement both sides of the floor.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, guys. We have seen today's athletes taking stands for social justice. All-Star Bradley Beal says, we understand there will be a backlash, but we don't care about that. I'm a human being, a citizen, just like everybody else. I have family and friends still living in those environments, and I'm their voice. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you very much. The Hawks have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter, 4 of 8. Gallinari passes to Capella. Back to Gallinari. Over Johnson, and too long on the shot.
He looked like he rushed it a bit. The defense wasn't terrible, but still, he's got to knock that down.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
Now, here is Young. He's got 16. Lob pass to Capella. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And you've got to respect Capella's work ethic on offense. He always puts in the effort to get the finish around the rim.
Here's James. Davis up top. Now LeBron. 43 points in the game. And it's Davis finishing it off.
This is what you get with AD, just an incredibly unique skill set and just dominating right now pretty easily on the offensive end.
Here's Herter. Again, the Hawks score.
DeAndre Hunter with the assist.
And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for Los Angeles. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. And he uses the glass on the lane. Westbrook's got 7.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
The Hawks have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. Young passes to Capella. Here's Gallinari, and Davis sends it back. They recover it, and they're able to recover. Gets it to fall. The bucket from Herter.
Herter never shy to let that one go. Just enough room on the catch and shoot.
James against Capella to the right side. Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession.
Man, if you're going to grab it, grab that thing. He just lazily reaches out for that, and the result is it's deflected right off of his hand.
Atlanta making some changes. Okongwu comes in for Clint Capella, and it's Bogdanovich in for DeAndre Hunter. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
One thing you love about stars like Danilo Gallinari is how they remind you that basketball is truly an international game.
And especially, GA, for Gallinari to want to come over and play against the best in the world. It wasn't about achieving MVPs and accolades in the Italian league. He wanted to stack up his skill set versus the best small forwards and power forwards in the NBA, and Gallo has had a remarkable career as a professional here in the States.
Atlanta making a switch here. Williams is checked in. To the middle, here's Johnson. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line.
That's his first personal foul.
That one on Gallinari.
And Johnson looking determined there to score. Whether or not he got fouled didn't matter.
Stanley Johnson.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Los Angeles.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
And also, they've been very committed to just this hard-charging, attacking style of offense. A lot of points tonight coming off of penetrating the gaps on defense.
And what a career it's been for Lou Williams. You forget just how long, Greg, he's produced at this level.
And how about came into the league at 19, a decade and a half later, he's still an incredible scorer. Longevity like that isn't easy to come by.
The Lakers making a switch here. And Williams drops them both.
Lou Williams and that wisdom gives a boost to the confidence of the entire team, someone the younger guys look up to.
Now here's Westbrook. He's got 7, and it's sent back by Okongwu. Williams with the ball. He kicks to Bogdanovich. The pass to Okongwu. That shot misses. Great D that time from Davis. The Lakers shooting has been just uncontainable. 72%.
Somebody didn't get the memo. You left a clear lane for LeBron James.
Young outside. Williams inside. Second chance shot, and Davis sends it back. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
Jordan, he's checked in for Davis.
DeAndre Jordan.
One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend.
Now here's LeBron. He has 45 points over Bogdanovich, and there it is for him. Ariza's got 7 points in the game.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Young pass it to Bogdanovich. Gallinari against Ariza. On the wing, Williams. Over Ariza. The Hawks again can't hit.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Here's LeBron. The Lakers get it back in a new 14. Westbrook dishes to LeBron. Just 5 to shoot. And he drives in. And the dunk by James.
And you can't give LeBron James that much room off the pick. He doesn't need much space to get that shot off.
The Hawks shooting 39% from the floor since the half. Not really what they had in mind. Bogdanovich passes to Okongwu. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And that's his third.
That's on LeBron James.
Team third.
For Atlanta, they have made all of their free throws so far tonight, going 6 for 6.
I count
And
2
team
shots.
free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for, around 80% on the season.
And Bogdanovich has raised a lot of eyebrows with his consistent play over the past couple seasons. He can really be a spark plug for your ball club as he's able to knock down threes and produce points in a hurry.
Horton Tucker's checked in for LeBron. And so he hits both.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
Young against Westbrook. And there's the drive. And dunks it right on top of Trae Young. Wow!
I mean, it is really like he's jumping off of a trampoline out there. Westbrook can do anything he wants when he gets up like that.
A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man, and he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Here's Westbrook, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Yeah, there's sometimes games where Westbrook takes personal challenges at the big guys.
The Lakers have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8.
And in terms of team numbers, the free throw percentage is right at 74.
That free throw, no good. John Collins, he's checked in for the Hawks. And he's good on the second. The Hawks shooting 41% for the game. Young pass to Bogdanovich. Outside Collins. At the top of the key, Williams. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Williams has got 4 points this quarter.
2 minutes.
Westbrook surveying the D. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
And if you have that kind of quickness and can handle the ball that well, you're going to get off a makeable shot. Westbrook did it there.
Young pass to Okongwu. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, the thing is they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they've carried it out.
And so it's Atlanta with it after the basket by the Lakers. 6 on the shot clock. And stolen by Ariza. And here's the fast break. Jordan leading the way for the finish. And the shot goes down. Jordan's got his first points in this one.
Look how focused DeAndre Jordan is on those finishes through the contact.
And stolen by Jordan. Horton Tucker, the pass to Jordan. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Jordan's got his second basket of the game.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Young with no one around. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Trae Young exploring the limits of his range in this one.
Passes it to Reeves. Westbrook against Young. Westbrook passes to Reeves. Here's Horton Tucker. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Jordan can't get it to go. Right side, Williams. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Los Angeles. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Williams is out there with Wright. Then it's Gorgie Dang. And it's Knox in at the four-man position. So that's the Hawks 5. Now here's Williams. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
How about the focus there from Sweet Lou? Simply incredible at finding ways to convert through the contact.
Greg, last season, we saw a lot of opinions about the play-in tournament, especially from players. Where did you fall on that thinking?
Well, I'm going to put on my fan hat right now, Kevin, and I thought it was exciting. I mean, seeing the stakes get raised for those teams that are right on the edge, I think it brings more interest for teams. But if I was still playing, I probably wouldn't like it if I had locked up the playoffs and still had to go play to earn a berth.
Now here's LeBron. Count the basket. LeBron's got 49 points in the game.
With the finish line in sight, this guy is determined to be the one to put the game away.
And Wright kicks to Luwawu Cabarro. That shot off. Great D that time from LeBron. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Ariza. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
The Hawks making a switch here. Hunter's checked in, and the Lakers making a change here. That free throw good from Trevor Ariza.
Just been interesting how it is that Ariza keeps getting on teams, and then the same thing is said about him, about a championship presence, a veteran leader, and still plays some very solid defense at the wing.
We played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Jang. And here is Hunter. No good from 11 feet. LeBron James on the wing. Yet another bucket. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy. Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Here's Wright, and Davis sends it back. Floats it up for Davis. Ariza kicks to LeBron. He takes it in, and he gets the bucket. LeBron's got 53.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Right outside. Here's Luwawu. Atlanta again missing. The Lakers on offense. 9 points in a row. Good run for him right now. And it's Davis with the jam.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Here's Hunter following the basket by Anthony Davis. And it's Hunter with the jam.
And Hunter getting enough room to find somebody to be hunted.
And so Westbrook will bring it up for Los Angeles. Now the pass to James. Driving in. Makes it off the glass. LeBron's got 55.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Luwawu, the pass to Wright. And with so many entertainment options these days, Brent, the NBA not shy innovating to attract and retain viewers. Where do you sit with that? Keep it the same or be creative?
Well, I think the league does a great job of being creative, and I think that, you know, Adam Silver does a really good job of not just being a leader, but being a listener. And there's tremendous participation between the Players Association and the commissioner and the ownership group to continue to press the way that the game is played. try to innovate in the way that the game is broadcast, and it'll continue to do those sort of things to draw in the fans that love this game and are invited to that kind of competition.
Now here's LeBron Davis, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on DeAndre Hunter.
Just awesome aggressiveness by Davis there to force the issue on that shot.
We're seeing a lot of top high school players opting for the G League over college now, Greg. What's your advice to top young players on their path to the NBA?
And well, Kevin, I think you just answered it. It's their path, and I don't think the same path is right for everybody. There are going to be a lot of talented young men and women who want to go to college for the experience, for the environment, for the networking, right? You're going to make some of the best friends you'll ever have on a college campus. Having said that, though, some kids aren't into college, aren't into school. They want to just go and pursue their passion and their craft, and that's why I think the G League and the developmental leagues that are out there are so good for these young players.
There's another block, and that's 9 blocks.
You know he's going to be coming hard for that 10th, too.
And good, there's another.
Make that 61 points.
Yep, everything is going his way right now.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Always a good sign of maturity and steps forward when you can take this kind of effort, focus, and concentration on the road to get a win.
Here's Jang. The Hawks again can't hit.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up and you can't knock it down.
LeBron dishes to Davis. Another possession, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. To the left side wing. They need this. That one misses. Good D by James.
It's almost as if there's a lid on the hoop for him right now. He still hasn't gotten one to fall in the quarter.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
Atlanta's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Here's Luau. Punk defending, and Davis sends it back. James in the post. 2 points. That one goes.
Just looks so easy for LeBron James, a powerhouse who can score from anywhere.
And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That'll be his second foul of the game. Brent is someone with on-court and front office experience. Just how valuable is a good relationship, do you think, between the players and a team's executive leadership?
Well, Kevin, I don't think it's much different than a good friendship. You know, take it away from the court and think about things in your life that impact you. It's somebody that shows that they care for you beyond what it is that you bring to the table. And that's the most important part about earning and trying to gain trust with the players that you bring into any program, is that you want to let them know that you care, and you want to let them know that you have interest in them as people first. And if you can get to that point, that foundation and platform to build out a player and to have him grow with the organization, that's a priceless relationship. This quarter belongs to him, and that's how you do it when you're out in front. Don't play it safe. Keep that momentum going.
LeBron James.
Free throw good, LeBron. And it's the Hawks' ball. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. And that'll be his third foul so far.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Right outside. And there's the defensive 3-second call.
At the line for Atlanta, Danilo Gallinari. I count 1 shot.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. And with the 2020 class, we saw your teammate, Tim Duncan, get inducted into basketball's Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I loved hearing some of the stories that other players and coaches and competitors had around going up against Tim, and the reverence, the respect, that they could never rattle him. It's so cool to hear those stories from the outside, having been a player so fortunate to be on the inside and understand what made him tick, what made him great, and just how special he was as a leader for so long for that Spurs organization. Just cannot get anything to go. If there's going to be a way to get out of this hole, I don't think he'll be the one to do it. He's been an absolute marksman the entire second half. Hard to imagine what anyone can do right now to slow him down.
Gallinari finds Jang. Here's Wright, guarded by Bradley. Up top, Wright, down to 5 on the shot clock. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
Free throw drops for Wright. And so James will bring it up for the Lakers. And DeLon Wright gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
Gallinari against LeBron. Here's Davis, and finished off by Davis.
Always fun to watch Anthony Davis rise up for dunks like that. Awesome anticipation from him.
And the foul on Avery Bradley. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. Well, Greg, for those of us who have never played in the league, what's it like traveling all over the country over the course of a long regular season?
Come on, Kevin. I bet you had a nice J back in the day. But seriously, it's a whirlwind tour, man. Sometimes you don't even know what city you wake up in. And I can tell you there have been many times where I'm going back to the front desk complaining because my key didn't work, and only to find out I was using the wrong key.
Now here's Wright after LeBron James's miss. And the foul called on Anthony Davis. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. First free throw is good.
At the line for 2.
And so he makes both from the line.
Yeah, sometimes in a game you settle a little bit before settling in, and right now I think he's a big factor in how they're getting to the line.
Here's James trying to find Davis. He's got it now. LeBron against Jang. Shot clock at 6. And the rejection by Jang. Inside. And the rejection by Bradley.
Yeah, this has been a night where you could look at his shooting and his performance, and it's affected the team. That's the bottom line.
James against Gallinari. Ariza with the bucket.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Now here's Wright. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Here's James. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And that's his third.
Just shake your head at the size of LeBron James, and once he gets into the paint and gets pinballed around, gets that contact and finds free throws.
That free throw missing. And last season, All-Stars, Greg, missing 19% of their available games. With the shortened off seasons, are you concerned about the toll it takes?
You are, but this offseason maybe not as painfully short as the last one. And in these tough times, some sacrifices are made, no doubt. Health, perhaps, one of the biggest.
Bradley against Wright. Passes it to Llewellyn. Here's the dish to Gallinari. Over Davis. And it's Gallinari missing. The Lakers shooting the lights out in this one, 77%. Right side Davis. Kicks to Monk. Now here's LeBron. Driving inside.
Well, you got to try to keep LeBron away from the post as much as possible. That time, too deep, turns around, and gets the dunk.
Here's Wright. Sinks that one from the post. Wright's got 11 in the second half. The Lakers controlling the game. LeBron James on the wing. And James throws it down.
Just can't say enough about what LeBron James can do on the floor. That time with the handle, terrific at moving the defense around.
Atlanta's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Now, Wright. He kicks it to Gallinari. From the arc. Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. Here's LeBron. Good, he hits again.
He has been simply unstoppable.
And he's now third all-time for points in a game. One for the ages.
He surpassed Wilt Chamberlain's less famous scoring mark from 1961, and Kobe Bryant now in his sights.
And we are seeing a lot of star players now, Brent, gravitate to the big markets. Do you think the NBA will ever have something like a franchise tag similar to pro football?
That's an interesting idea. I don't think so. I don't know if the NBA Players Union would sign off on something like that. The first thing that might be addressed is getting to a point where there is a salary cap and a hard cap for teams to stay under some sort of financial restrictions that allow the smaller market teams to compete in some ways. But up until that time, Kevin, I don't see much of that changing.
They get it back. Here's Jang. Excellent D from Howard.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
Now here's James. Rebounded by Knox. 36 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And the shot goes in.
Yeah, Knox trying to improve in this portion of his offensive game, distribution.
Howard kicks to James. He doesn't hit that one. So the Hawks will take it the other way. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. 17 seconds left in the game. Pass to Howard. He dishes it to Monk. From deep. Rebound Atlanta. Wright with it. Stolen by Westbrook. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily.